I've been thinking too. All right. I've been thinking a great deal. You know what I've been thinking about? How much money we're making in big ambitions. It's extensive. Check this out. Going on the rivals. Look at this. 2.8. We are now ahead of Zhao. We are in number 1. We are number 1. Yay. So that means the game's over, right? We win. We beat the game, right? That's what happened? Not quite. Not quite. So now the task, now that we're at the top of the leaderboard, is to start eliminating everybody else, right? Now we could start picking off the small fish, but I'm thinking I want to really hit Ingrid hard. And here's the thing. Ingrid just keeps being mad at me. This active rivalry thing here. So we have Citrus Glow. This is hers, her nightclub, but I bought one of her nightclubs before, right? And so we're making some money in that, but it's not our best business by a long shot. So if I go to average daily income, if I scroll down, you can see that this nightclub is dead last. It's not a great business. So I think what might happen here, because she hates me, I think I'm going to close this business. And I'm going to keep the building, because I only bought her out for the building. This is a 30 and a 50. It's a great building. We want to keep the building. But if I close the business, maybe she won't hate me very much. So I'm planning on doing that, you know, after today. Also, we don't have margaritas, beer, all these things like martinis. We need those things in Citrus Glow to really matter as well. That's a thing too. So I actually think I'm going to do this now because I don't want to have these things alerting me the whole time. So Citrus Glow is shut down now. Now, when we do that, all these employees are going to have nothing to do now. And I don't know what I'm going to do like for I think the DJs, we could probably go ahead and, well, I don't know. I might buy her other business too, but I think the DJs are probably not going to have anything to do. Customer service people are great, though. Cleaning person's great. We want to keep those guys around. But the DJs are probably fired. We'll see how that goes today. So if I do that, I think tomorrow she stops being mad. And then we can target one of her other businesses. We now make $710,000 a day. There's a really good... That's really great because it means... I'm just double checking here. I do still have the building, right? The building for Citrus... Yes, it's still there. Okay, I still have it. I'm still renting it. I didn't give it up, right? And there's probably some other buildings in here I could maybe get to. That one is already mine. How about this one here? Oh, this is a 30. It's got a 16 traffic score. This one's great too. We're going to take this one too. That's not owned by her. And this isn't either, so we'll go ahead and rent this one too. The goal here is to take all of the 30 businesses, all the 30 buildings. I want to rent them all. Even if I don't do anything with them, I'm going to pay their rent, and that's fine because it means my competition cannot do it. This one here as well. Oh, right. That's Ingrid's. So what I need to do is I need Ingrid to not be mad at me because there's actually these two buildings here I want to grab. And I want to rent these out too. And I think these are all 15s. So I'm leaving the AI with all the 15 buildings. They can have those. But 30 capacity and up, I want to have them. This one I can grab now. Right. And the whole reason for doing this is to get rid of Ingrid. Okay. Once we get rid of Ingrid, we can drop a lot of these buildings. We don't need to pay the rent in them anymore. But with $710,000 a day of profit, I can afford the, you know, what is this? What is this costing me right now? I don't even know. I don't. Let's daily income. There's all these properties here. I'm renting them and doing nothing with them right now. So I have lots of capacity to expand. It's probably like, I don't know, $500 a day or something like that. It's probably not even that. I mean, this one here is 75 bucks. Yeah. This one here is 248. And this is in Hell's Kitchen too. Hey, 248. That one's in Hell's Kitchen. We'll have that for later. That's neat. So every time I see that happen, I'm going to take it because it means that the AI can't have it. That's the kind of player I am. That's the kind of capitalist I am. I don't care about this one as much. I mean, I'm not going to use it, I guess. Like, giving the AI this, I don't know if they cheat. Like, do they cheat and get, like, infinite marketing dollars or something? I'm going to leave that alone. That one's very low traffic score. They're going to have to put a lot of marketing dollars in to that building if they use it. So, But yeah, so that's how I'm gonna play that for now. And we're gonna focus entirely on this zone right here, and we're gonna focus down Ingrid. And in order to do that, I need her to not be mad at me anymore, right? So maybe what's best in this situation, as long as all my other businesses are good, Page Turners has an alert, and that is that they are almost out of umbrellas. And I'm not going to bother with that. I think that's fine. Maybe I look at the warehouse and see if there's any umbrellas in inventory by chance. We have a lot in stock, so it must be a logistics problem, yeah? So we're going to go over to, I'll click it eventually, logistics manager here. We're going to go to Page Turners, and 200 umbrellas is not enough. We're going to raise that to 400 and call that good. Okay. So what I want to see now, I think, and I'm just going to be working out in my great clothing here. I've started to do that in my life too. Part of the time that I would normally spend making videos for you guys, that was allowing me to make like 4 to 5 videos in a day sometimes, a workaholic schedule. That stuff's been kicked to the curb for a while. I got to manage my own health. I got to work on myself, real life, right? And it's, you know, you gotta, that's like, you only get one body, you only get one life kind of thing. And I started to realize that that's something I've neglected for too long, and you can get away with it when you're younger. And I'm not saying I'm old by any chance, you know, I'm 38, but I'm getting to the point now where, hey, if you don't start doing it soon, the debt's coming due, right? Nature is going to start, you know, taking back what it gave you. So yeah, I'm trying to do something better with myself there, and that's eating up some of my time to make videos for you guys. Just a little bit. Okay, so if I come over to here, we got all these things. I'll deal with those things later. Daniel Brown, etc. Rivals here. She's still in a rivalry with me, and I really wish you weren't. Let me see if you have a business. Do you have any business that I can absorb right now that is not in a building that you own? I would like to know that, and I have to go through one at a time. So this big one here is, which I would love to buy Just Jeans. I would. I'd just love to take this. It's your best business by far. I'd love to take this from you. But I just can't. It costs too much. So let's take, with 1.4 million, I probably can't take much. If I take maybe Well Read, it's another bookstore, I could maybe take this one, but she owns the building, so she's not going to allow me to do that. Let's double check and see. Send the offer. Has declined to offer you rent to the building. Exactly. So she'll probably message me again as I come outside. You're going to text me again and say, haha, really? Are you trying to buy my businesses? Not quite yet. Maybe you need to... Do I need to completely remove the building? Or I thought shutting down the business would be enough, but maybe I have to completely remove the building. Look at this. To 3. I'm pulling my lead just increases. I love it. I also have 2.2 million in my investment accounts as well, by the way. So it's not 1.4. That's not exactly what I have. I have more than that. I'm just trying to figure out what the best approach is to take Ingrid out from where we are now. There's a couple of different ways, but they changed the balance of the game to the point where I can't take her out quite as easily as I could before, especially with, you know, this whole like they won't rent to you thing and them just owning the entire street. You know, they own everything. You know, she owns this one. She doesn't own this one, but what is this one? This is Five Fries, owned by Kathleen Hoover. I could buy this business. Where's Kathleen? Okay, so I mean, I don't want to pick on these guys, but it'd be very easy to eliminate them. You know, like kebabs, buy it, close it. This guy's eliminated, right? It'd be very easy to do these types of things, but targeting Ingrid is my plan. So I think we just go down the line here. Maybe we take away her nightclub. This is a 30 and a 42, but she owns the business. If she owns the building, I can't buy it. Basically, until this icon goes away, and then I need to do it all at once. I think that's the plan, really. If you wait until she doesn't hate you anymore, then buy her businesses all in one day. Maybe we could just buy it all in one day. That might be helpful. We can just waste this entire day. Oh, right. I have health insurance happening now, too. So we have 2 different quotes being given to me. Check this out. So I asked for bronze with Stacy, and I asked for bronze with Charles. Look at the starting values here. I mean, holy crap. Why is Charles... And they're both 100%, by the way. Why is Charles almost 50% more expensive than Stacy? That's crazy. And I'm still going to negotiate Stacy because I'm still that greedy. We're going to go 5.6. Okay. They're actually a green faced on that, so that's nifty. From 5.68. All right. Maybe I can get them down below 6 is kind of where I was hoping to go here. Let's go 5.8. 612 is pretty close. How about 5.88? 605. Man, I can get you there. I know I can. Let's go 9.3. 603. I think I probably can't get it under. Come on. Come on. Meet me. Meet me there. Is our final offer is 602. I accept. But like there's no chance I'm getting him to 603. Like there's no chance. The starting value is so high compared. So that's a very weird thing that's happening there, but let's go back over to our HR managers. And so Charles is 100%, Stacy's 100%. They're both 100%, but he's not going to have bronze anymore. I was going to have him have bronze, so now Stacy does, and Stacy has all of these people. So now I can juggle them and put other people around because this one here doesn't have it. So Aldo, we can probably say we can go in, and I get it. You guys don't want to see this stuff. You're just like, wow, why doesn't he just give everybody insurance? I know. That's the crowd I'm dealing with here, everybody. But what we're going to do is this. We're going to give only the people who want the insurance, and that's just how I'm playing the game. You play it your way. I'll play it mine. Okay, it's day 180, and I just got contacted by the IRS. Of course I did. What do I owe you, IRS? I owe you $5.2 million. Wow. You guys suck. You guys really suck. 5.2, huh? At least they let me deduct that truck. I don't get to deduct the none of it, though. That's not a business vehicle, I guess. Neither is the pickup truck, apparently. Okay. Daniel Brown telling me I don't have jewelry still. The water cooler thing going. So I need to expand my factory to have more jewelry because that's like super great, but it's just not quite keeping up with demand anymore now that I have more stores. Also, that fridge is empty now. So I've got more things to do there too, but more bronze insurance for people too. So after a couple of days, right, I'm up to 3.2 now per week is what it says. But after a couple of days now, she's still mad at me. So I'm going to have to start just going through her businesses and taking them out. Now, one thing I could maybe do is force her to close. All right. I can force her to close willingly. Like I said, there's multiple options we could do here. So how would I force her to close? Well, we would go to Garment District and we can take a look at demands and stuff. I want to see, looks like hairstylish stuff. We could open up haircutting. There's no businesses in there, right? But what I want to look for here is books and stuff. Okay, so there's only 2 businesses doing books, which means my bookstore versus hers. That's it, right? So let's go to Page Turners, and they already love my pricing. Everybody loves my pricing, but it could be much better, right? It could be so much better. We can start undercutting her so far that no one would dare buy from her ever. I want it to at least be orange. 42, let's say. Yeah, there we go. And then 29 will go down to 26. Right. 31, we'll say 27. Right. 28. We're going to really bring our prices down so that the bookstore on her end isn't very profitable. We're very diversified. So we're opening up essentially an attack on just her store. And when she closes her bookstore, then we can raise our prices back up again. If she closes it and doesn't reopen anything in that spot, we take that spot, provided she doesn't own the place, which she owns a lot of buildings. That's the other thing we can do, which is very expensive, and I don't want to do it. But we can just simply buy the building from her. You can do that. It's just so expensive to do, and there's so much better usages for your money that I'd rather just not do that. We're going to go $5 on 50 cents, 60 cents on the books. Wow. Is that under cost or something? Let's go $5.90. It's cheap. It's not even going to highlight for me. We're going to go 108 on that. The earbuds, we're going to bring that down to 189. And the gifts, the expensive gifts, we're going to bring it down to 35. So we're undercutting her prices big time now. We know that we're going to get an outsized amount of customers at this point, and her business is going to definitely plummet with that. So I suspect we will see Ingrid's bookstore do worse than this after that. She has Five Fries as a fast food restaurant. Now this is owned by Kathleen Hoover, and this is only $1 million. So if I take this over and I say, hey, how about $9.90? She won't take that because it's me. How about $99999? She wants me to pay a premium for it. Okay, I'm going to take that from her. Now, again, I realize that this is incredibly expensive compared to starting your own business, but now I have this. I've got a business here. Do I want to keep it? Not really, but I like the location, right? I like the location. I can use it for something that's a bit more profitable than fast food, right? So we go to settings, we close down the business, and probably end up firing everybody. Probably. Let's see what we have here. Anyone who's part-time is done. That's a lot. That's a lot of people. DJ, they'll get other jobs somewhere, okay? The DJs are gonna have plenty of work. They're really skilled people, okay? They'll have plenty of work somewhere. All these customer service people, I do want to put them to work though, but if you are part-time, you are gone. You are gone. You are gone. Cleaning full. I don't need this many cleaners though. You are full-time 4 days a week. I'll get rid of you. Part-time gone. Full-time bronze insurance. I don't need these. I don't need these guys. Okay. So we're going to take and fire these guys. This gives me an assortment of employees that I can put immediately to work in a new location. I have lots of different locations now. So again, I'm taking her businesses away and simultaneously reducing my budget, or my amount of money in my account, so that I don't get hit with the negative interest rates later too. So I'm being productive against Ingrid during this process by capturing her business and also taking that location so she can't use it again. I mean, at some point here though, we're gonna have a real hard time doing that. It's not gonna take long. We're gonna have a hard time doing that. Let's go in, take the payout for this, and I'm gonna go over to Ingrid one more time. The 5 guys, the other 5 fries, I can take this one from her too. She doesn't own this building, so let's give her a cool million and see what she says. No. All right. How about 1.1? Nope. How about 111? How about 11111? Probably not going to do 1111. Oh, don't do that. All right, it's not going to have that. So 1.2 it is then. That's what you required last time. 1.2? Yeah. That's what I figured. All right, so again, we can shut down this business as well. I don't want to be in the fast food business right now. Now, again, those employees, we can put them to work in new businesses that we're going to open up in this area anyway. But at some point, I can't do this anymore. At some point, I'm going to be stuck dealing with her where she only has businesses in her own buildings. And at that point, the only way to kick her out is to overcompete her with competing businesses, right? I'm taking her out of the fast food industry because I don't want to do fast food in Garment District. If she wants to open up fast food businesses in Garment District, she's going to have to do it with very small buildings, right? And that's fine. But I want to attack the things that I am going to compete with her in, which is diamonds. I'm gonna start lowering my prices for that too. And if I can grab one of these clothing stores, this one, for example, is 30 and 33. I'm probably not going to be able to compete. Can I take the big one? Does she own the business for that, or own the building for that? She does not. So if I save up like $6 million, I will take this, use the superior size of this clothing store to destroy her other clothing store. Okay? Because I can simply weather very low profits at higher volumes, or very low margin but higher volumes than her store can. So she'll probably end up having this depleted as well. And eventually maybe she'll quit and she'll open up a replacement business in a building she doesn't own, hopefully, and then I can take it from there. Andy's Diamonds, she owns this, so I have to outcompete her here. So that's how I'm gonna go after Ingrid right now. And I know it's very expensive to do that, but if I want to take her out, if the goal is to eliminate these 4, these guys are easy to eliminate. All right. I mean, I'm not saying that it's not, like, they can't stop me. They're never gonna be a rival, right? They're never gonna be in this situation where they do these attacks. These 4 are the only ones that attack you. So if I can take these 4 out, it's smooth sailing from there, right? And that's when I consider, the game is won. I don't need every business. I don't need every building. I don't need a total monopoly of the city. That takes forever. I'm not going to play a series that long. If I was playing on my own and I'd be like, yeah, sure, I'll play Big Ambitions for the next 2 years in the same save, then yeah, that could be a cool goal, I guess. But as a content creator, as someone who's trying to entertain, I can't do it for that long and maintain a series like that. You can't. But I can target these guys, and that's what I'm hoping to do. So what I'm going to do now is 2 things. And we're going to have a little bit of a cut here because there's going to be some time going by. We're going to do 2 things. The first thing we're going to do is we'll be monitoring the situation with her other businesses in hopes that I can maybe acquire some that are in other buildings. I might be able to acquire that other Just Jeans too. Both of her jeans businesses, both of her clothing businesses are in buildings she doesn't own, which is nice. She does own the electronics store. So what I might do is open up an electronics store, but I would have to have a factory for that, which isn't likely to happen. So I need to attack her jewelry business, and that means opening up another jewelry store. I have lots of buildings now. We go over to the map. I have lots of buildings that I'm renting. Anything with this key icon is something that I'm renting. So I have quite a few to choose from here. Opening up more jewelry stores and shoving my locally made jewelry into those jewelry stores to fully saturate that market to the point where she can't profit. I'll have really bad margins for a while because I'll have to undercut pricing. But the hope is that she quits. And maybe she gives up the building. If she doesn't, then whatever. But if she gives up the building and has it for rent, that's great. She still owns the building. I can't take it. But that is something to look at. And like the building is $12.5 million. So I could kick her out with that, but that's even more expensive than paying for the business, right? So that's what I'm going to be doing. I need to attack that way. Now the other way, or to help with this attack, right? To help with this, I need more equipment, and I'd like it today, not yesterday. I'd like it now. So I'm going to go over to the store over there. We're gonna grab. I actually probably need more than. Yeah, and it's Friday too, so they're not. Yeah, I'm gonna do it here. We're gonna say I need factory supply depot. Call. Oh. Okay, they're open in an hour or so. We're gonna have additional factory equipment sent to our factory, of course, and from that, we're gonna start making more jewelry, which means I need to rearrange some of that equipment so that I can make more. If I take a look at Luxmin inventory, I don't have a lot of luxury jewelry in stock, and that's why I keep getting that message every single morning that I couldn't deliver the full quantity. It means that my stores are now selling more than I'm making, so I need to raise what I'm making. Then when I start seeing a surplus again, where it's like, okay, I can't ship everything I'm making, then I open up more stores. And I just keep going back and forth until I find that nice equilibrium. But we also make a killing doing it because jewelry is very good. Expensive jewelry is very good. I do feel like there should be some kind of limit. I guess that's the only way to word it. There should be some kind of limit on how much, super high-end luxury jewelry you can sell in a day. But, I could just keep opening jewelry stores and they'll all eventually sell. Maybe there is some baked-in number in each neighborhood of the maximum amount of jewelry all of the people will collectively purchase in a week. Maybe that's a thing, but regardless, you guys know the plan now. So I'll be right back with that. However, I do want to show you this. But I'm going to start working on getting this to be a little bit more compact, maybe as compact as I can get. And laser, 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 etc. And then there'll be more laser, 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 laser here. So I'm going to try to double the capacity of this building. And that means 4 of these too. And there's got to be some way to... I don't think there's any way to do this. I don't think there's going to be any way to get 4 of these machines working without hiring an additional employee. If nothing else, I either need 2 output stations or I need 2 of the metal stations, metal band stations. And probably that. Because I just don't see, with the way the current belt system is, I just don't see how this is, like, this can't stay the way it is. There's no way to cross belts. And you can't split on a single tile. But you're really just crossing belts is something that's needed. Some kind of sorting machine would be cool. Or just like, you know, the bridge conveyor like we have in Parcel Sim or whatever. That kind of thing would be great. Just to allow me to cross. But I'm told that factories and stuff are getting reworked in a future update. So, you know, we'll wait on that. But okay, that's it. I'm gonna bang on with that. I'll see you guys in a second. So this is the most compact way that we can make 8 laser cutters in this factory. And I've made it compact enough now to the point... I actually think this is extra, yeah. I've made this compact to the point now where I have all of these extra belts that I was using, and that's for 4. So I've made 8 now be fed with less belts than I was previously feeding 4. So, you see, we can do this. It's good. Now we need... the issue I'm going to have now, though, is that all these belts are... I think they all have, like, the uncut gems. And some of them have... Like, some of them don't. Like, some of them have cut gems on them. And I don't know which is which. Because I think these are cut. And these are uncut, right? Like, the pieces are bigger. Like, noticeably bigger. And these ones, this looks like it's cut, right? So I should probably put this. Yeah, see how that looks cut to me, and then it has to go through the polisher from there. So I'm gonna have to now differentiate because some of these belts are gonna have cut gems on them from me moving them around all this time. But we're just gonna get this machine out of the way so it doesn't put any more on there. And if I just take a look now, take a look around, I think all of these are uncut at the moment. They all look like they have large pieces on the belt at some point, or at least in their little square. They all look like they have the large pieces. So I think we're good to go ahead and turn this back on like that. But it also means that, like, there's other belts that don't have it. So what I need to do, okay, just to get them off there, is I need to have the ones that have the not cut gems, because I think you lose these things. If I say remove content from the belt, I don't know where they go because they don't go in my hand. This one is already cut. Yeah, these ones are cut up already. So we're going to set that right there just for now. And then I will rearrange these a little bit here, but that's pretty compact. I mean, that's 8 laser cutters ready to rock. And you'll be like, how did he get 8 laser cutters already? Well, look at my money. I spent all my money. That's how. I have $31,000 in the bank, and that is with no investments now. That's all my cash. I went from being, you know, like 4 million liquid to nothing, all right? Because I'm investing in my future here. I've had somebody say that, you know, these factories aren't worth it, like it's not producing enough, and it's like, I don't think you're seeing the big picture here. I'm able to sell an incredibly high margin product because of this factory, and at 48, I think that's what they said. These things make 48 a day. That's not enough. 48 things a day for all this is not enough for each machine, though. For each machine. And I sell this stuff in Midtown. I sell this for almost 3,000 a piece, right? Isn't that my price right now? Midtown? What's the market price for expensive jewelry? What is it? I got to be able to see it somewhere. It's in here. Expensive jewelry is 21 in Midtown. Cool. I don't know what it is in Lower Manhattan or anything, but expensive jewelry is selling for pretty high prices. So if in my stores, for example, I guess that's one way to just look at it, right? Midtown Riches is currently selling expensive jewelry for $21.30, right? So you take 48, times it by $21.30, And I mean, you're getting a lot of money there, right? You're making almost $100,000. I think it pretty much is 100 grand in profit per day if you move that much. It's 100 grand, in revenue from it. So it's so 90 grand profit probably, right? 90 grand profit per machine per day. I mean, that's worth it. I'm sorry if you don't think so, but that's worth it. That's a lot. I think that's pretty well balanced. We're going to go and place this there, and I'll place this one right where my character's standing. This one looks like it might be cut. I think that one's cut. And this one might be cut too. I think these are both cut. I'm going to put them on the ends of these things here. And so like all of the cut jewelry, right, it's going to make its way into polishers, but I want to get things set so that we can start cutting them and stuff here too. So I have to complete the lines to get them to work. So the next thing is we want to route all of the exit belts here, which are mostly lined up. If I take these things away, I guess I have to just replace them. Let's take the belts that don't have anything on them, and we'll replace them like this. Okay, so this is all on a straight line now. Okay, so now we need to reorganize the polishing machines so that we get one polishing machine for every 2 laser cutters, right? And if we take a look at this, I've purchased the 2 more goods assembly machines that we're going to have in here. Those are purchased, and the polishing machines are here purchased too. I've gotten everything I need to make this go, but there is one thing else I will need, and that is I will need another output station for this factory, and I can't afford that right now. So, but I will need it, or if not another output station, then another input station for the metal bands. Either way, it requires another employee, but only one, and we could have 8 laser cutters worth of stuff going on in here, which I think is pretty slick, because it means that we can create one expensive jewelry every 8 minutes, something like that. It's that's pretty slick, I think. Okay, and then we have some extra conveyor belts and splitters in case I needed them, but I probably should have gotten the output station instead. Let me rearrange these things really quick for you so it's not that annoying sound over and over again. I'll be right back. All right, with $311 left, this is the factory that I've got going on right now. You're going to see kind of what I'm going for here. We need more conveyor belts to come this way. And I actually think like there's extras here that I can grab too that might be able to finish this off for me, but they've got metal bands on them. So I'm going to close this down really quick, move this over, stick these 2 belts here, and see if I can't get them emptied out like that. So we can get the metal belts to come in from that side. That'd be great. And then I'll put this machine back once these are gone. So that one's empty now. We can put that there. And as soon as one of these machines finish up. So this side's connected, right? They're kind of 2 separate sides. And then I know that the metal guys, I know that they have to be able to reach a shelf. And the trucks teleport things to the shelves. So you don't have to unload things to this. So what I'm looking to do when I get more belts is just to extend this out a little bit more. And then I'm going to end up placing a shelf in this little gap. That's going to let them get in there. Now, of course, that doesn't get them, you know, break time and all that stuff. But when you're outside the building, that stuff is simulated regardless of the physics of your factory. Like, that doesn't matter. So, like, you could role play it and say, oh, that's not fair. But, I mean, there's so many limitations on where I can, like, how I can position things. There's so many limitations on that because of how the belts are organized. And so, like, I can't even get out of here now. See? But like, it's gonna be fine. You just have to imagine that I had more belt options. Like, the ability for a simple walkway over top of them would be cool. You know, we just don't have that as a tool, and this is the only way to make it work. So this is the design. It'll be fine. All right, he can't move, but I think his stuff will just teleport in there. He's got a lot of these metal bands anyway. So once I get enough belts, we'll have this connected here, and this will go this way, and everything will meet up like right here. And we basically have enough now. I'm just down by one single belt. So That's what I'm dealing with right now. If I was to add this as the jewelry expensive, there we go. That's why that one's not working, and this one's not working either. Boom. Now they're both going to start working at least. And now I get a little bit more money, $744,000. So I need one belt here, and then it looks like to mimic the other side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 more belts. So a total of 10 more belts need to be ordered here. And then everything is done. This whole thing is now maxed out as far as what my factory can produce. I maybe could have stuck another 2 laser cutters in here, which would have opened up for the possibility of one more polishing machine here. But then I'm really space constrained on getting a consumer goods machine, unless maybe I have the belt go all the way back here and then put that machine here. But I was thinking I would probably just open these up so that I can fit shelves in the in-between so these guys can get to stuff if they need to. Another thing we're going to have to do here is we're going to need to open up another jewelry business, right? Because now we're going to start making a lot more, so we need to open that up. All right, input station is going to go right here. Yep, like that. And now we just need an employee for that. So let's come over to my employee list. And the other thing is, you know, like we have a lot of employees now that we've absorbed from, you know, taking businesses from Ingrid. So we've got a lot of employees here that we need to put to work. I want to give them a job. I don't want to just fire them all. The part-timers, I fired them, okay? They can find other part-time work. But the full-timers... Oh, there's a part-timer there. Goodbye. The full-timers, I wanted to give them jobs. There's more and more part-time. I guess I don't have as many as I thought I had. Hang on. I was missing a few of them. Okay, so all the full-timers are going to get jobs and insurance and all these things. Okay, we're going to put them to work. As long as their satisfaction keeps them happy long enough, then we'll do that. So I want to start another business as well. I need to assign them to something. So first, though, we should have some factory workers, I think, should be available. I was hoping anyway. No factory workers. I must have assigned it with not a lot of time left. I assigned this on Friday, and it looks like they just didn't find one before they clocked out for the weekend. So that's no good. I wonder, could I do this? Right? Can I work my own job here? Can I? Let's find out. So we'll take that away for a second, and we're gonna come over. Gotta do this the dumb way. Man, I wish there was like some way to independently control, like without him being here. Like I don't want to always have my dude's perspective. I want to be able to do something like this. Like I want to be able to fly around like this. All right, this is F8, by the way. If you want to know how to do this, you can fly around independently from your character with the F8 like a drone. But I was hoping to get over into there. You can't do anything though in that view. It's your mouse clicking is disabled, so you can't really do anything in that view. Let's go ahead and open this up. And what I'm hoping to get here is metal bands. I want to grab a whole bunch of these and just stick them in this machine. There we go. I just want to do that, and maybe even do more if it'll let me. Can I do more? No, it's okay. So what I want to do, right, is we're just going to put them on the shelf here, and then we're going to move this over and then move this back over here. So now the metal bands are accessible. That's the idea, right? All the metal bands that we deliver are now accessible by these people when they work these positions. But it doesn't look like it's going to let me do that. It's not going to... Yeah, it doesn't let me do it. Weird. Like, you know how you can work your own cash register, right? I was hoping I could work the input station, but it doesn't look like that's possible. Now, if I go like this, it doesn't go back to work. So now let's see if I go to Luxman, go to schedule, and right now it's 7:42. So let's say we take the output station, we move this here. Now, that should allow us, yeah, there we go. But it doesn't let me operate this. That's pretty strange. So either way, though, now I can get out of here, and I just need to hire somebody to manage the output station here instead, right? Because now all of these machines are loaded up, and they can start going to work and everything. So cool. So let's open up another jewelry business really quick. We need to start new businesses, and I've got a lot of buildings I'm renting, right? Every time I see one with 30 capacity, I'm taking it. I'm just going to rent it. Yeah, except this one. I don't know why I'm against this one so much. It's the 12 traffic score. It's $139. I'll just take it. I just want to prevent the AI from opening businesses in good locations is all I'm doing. I'm just using my money to just hoard the locations for now. They own the real estate and are preventing me from, going in good places. So I want to make sure that I have at least some mechanism to where I can do the same to them. I want to prevent them from getting in places too. Okay. So, and this one's closed because that is a rentable. Oh, that's me. Okay. So another jewelry store. I think we only have one business in Hell's Kitchen, right? I think so. This is a jewelry store. It's owned by Jessica. It's Lauren Jewelry. So we can start to get in on her territory a little bit. And I was thinking this store right here would be a good fit. This one right here is next to everything. This puts us in Garment District some more. And I do want to keep going with that. But Hell's Kitchen is going to be more profitable for the sake of a jewelry store. So I'm thinking we open it right next to this. This is a C1. The building is a C1. Our previous building here is a C2. So I can't use the middle fingers layout as a template, unfortunately. I don't think I can use my Midtown one either. That's a D2. Yeah. So I'm going to have to do another custom store, but that's fine. So we're going to say this one is another jewelry store, and we can call this one, I don't really want to call it the middle finger again. This is going to be, for now, it's going to be Best Jewelers. Best Jewels. For now. Best Jewels. And we're going to be open until 8, I guess. We'll open at, let's say, 10 o'clock. 10 to 8 is fine. We want to get people assigned to this business. So it's going to have 2 cash registers, and we're going to have alternating shifts and everything. So probably 4 customer service people, I would think. Pretty much the same as what the middle finger has as far as like employees and stuff. So if I take a look at the middle finger all the way down here we go. So middle finger has 1, 2, 3, 4. It has 4 customer service people, 4 security guards, and 1 cleaner. All right, 4, and 1 cleaner. Now, I don't know if I have security guards in the employee list. Do I? Go to here. Task. I don't have any security here, but I have 4 customer service people. So you are pretty good. We're going to assign you. You're pretty good. Bronze insurance, I can give that to you. No problem. LeBron wants this, no problem. And then we have Donald Brown. He can come in there too. And then a good cleaner as well. You can be there too. So you 5 are going to get assigned to Best Jewels. So you at least have a business now. You at least have something. And then I need to furnish workstations for you as soon as possible so that your satisfaction doesn't drop and I don't have to pay you a bonus. It's possible Rebecca Pegg will get pissed and leave. I could pay her this bonus, but I don't want to. I don't want to. There's no reason to train her for the cleaning skill too, but that would be a cheaper way to keep her around. But yeah, I don't really want to. So that leaves me with 2 cleaners and a customer service person. Yeah, bye, Charles. I'm sorry, bye, Charles. Some people just will not make it. All right, it's just the way it goes, way it's going to be for now, because I can't assign them in time for. They're going to quit anyway. So, okay, so Best Jewels is where I got to go there, and thankfully it's right next to the Sheer Genius. That's what it's called. Yeah, I was going to say, I said smear for some reason. It's weird. I was going to say smear anyway. The Smear Genius. All right, so Jessica's probably going to yell at us, but she's not going to retaliate yet. Now, the key here is that we want to build up, and it's a little bit metagamey. I agree. This is definitely a meta way to do it, but we want to build up enough money to where we can grab like 3 or 4 of her businesses. Bam, bam, bam. All in one go. Because otherwise, we're going to get kicked out of being able to rent from her, right? And we want to be able to take her businesses in buildings that she owns before she gets pissed. So if we get like 3 or 4 of them back to back to back like that, I might be able to absorb a whole bunch of them before she gets super mad. And of course, then she'll retaliate even stronger but it's at least something we can get to, I hope. But none of the stores are open today, so I got to do that too. And I also have to be careful of spending too much money because the IRS wants $5.2 million from me. Don't I remember that. They definitely want a lot of money. None of it is so dirty, man. So filthy. Wow. I need it to rain or something. It's $50 for a car wash. Ugh. Now, I think these hand trucks and stuff have equipment, jewelry floor cases and stuff. Like, I have all this equipment here ready to go. Product display tables. This extra stuff that I've been waiting on because I knew I was going to open another business. I still have all these things. So I could bring out, like, say, the 8 product display tables. I could put those inside the none of it too. There's already a flatbed in there, so we'll just leave this. It's fine. And we're going to come over here and we'll just grab the jewelry floored showcases, pop those in as well, right? So we're loading this up with all the equipment that we're going to need. Oh, yeah. We're tired, of course. Loading this up with all the equipment we're going to need for opening this jewelry store tomorrow. So let's go ahead and get a sleep in right about, like, say, I think 6 a.m. is probably pretty good. None of the stores are going to be open by then, but I can start, like, organizing things. So let's sleep to this far. And then I don't have any food. That's the reason why I'm tired so fast. I don't have any food in the fridge and stuff, so I need to do that too. All right, 1.2 million in the bank. I also have to be conscious of the fact that, hang on, we might get some notices here. No, we're good. How are my people? Okay, they're not entirely depressed. It's because they have the insurance and the clean work environment, but they don't have full-time hours, which is a critical thing. So at least it's going to go down slower, but it's still going to go down. So we need to get them a place to work today. And I also need food in my fridge. I don't have any, so I'm going to take this, put this in the truck too. There we go. And last thing, we have one item left we can put in there. So let's see what we got. This is, we'll take one product display table with us. It's fine. Okay. Let's go ahead and deliver that, but we also need to get a bite to eat. So I need to, get some food in me as well. Which is what I felt this morning. I gave blood this morning. Not gave blood, that's the wrong term. They took blood, okay? I did willingly give it to them. I did, that happened. But it's not like I'm giving blood for, like, people to use. I have done that before. I don't have a blood type that's, like, super common for people, so it's not a huge deal if I don't, give blood. I mean, it's still useful, but it's not like I'm O negative or something, right? So let's see about parking this. Can I just eat? Yeah, you're open in 4 hours. Nobody's open at 5:30 in the morning. Go figure. Flatbed. Let's get the jewelry floor showcases and the product display tables, and we'll bring them in here. Okay, so I can start organizing some of this stuff, and it's not going to be a great store, but it needs to just be functional for a second so that I can get these guys to go to work and start selling something, get logistics going. It's Sunday, so, we can get things delivered on Monday. And, product display tables and stuff can be here too. They have a nice little color to them already. And I have to make that unified as we go. There we go. Look at all these display tables and cabinets. So am I. Yeah, put these in here. I'm not entirely sure how many of these we need. I think it's 3. Because each table is 10 of a product, and we're going to sell 2 different kinds of headphones. So I think we're actually good there. I don't think I need this many. I'm certain we don't need this many. I'm going to put this back. I'm pretty sure it's only 6. So we'll have 6 of these, maybe in the center of the store, like an Apple store kind of thing. Who knows? There we go. It worked for them. Maybe it'll work for us too. And then we have jewelry. We can put the jewelry all on the back wall, I guess, for now. Sure. That'll go for now. Cabinets. We're going to have those for, like, the counters and stuff. Let's put this stuff back. And we're going to take out the other cabinet, put that over here as well. Just stick that over here for now. And if we can just get some cash registers on those, that'd be great. I need some security equipment on these. That would be great too. So we'll give them a call. I don't think the furniture store I want to call is open today, though. Is it? Are you open today? You are. 10 a.m. How about that? Okay, I'll get that stuff going. but I'm pretty confident we've exceeded our time for today as far as the video time goes. So we will pick this up right where we left off here after I've got Essentials appliances and I've got the cash registers. We'll pick this up then when we come back for the next one, okay? Thanks for watching. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.